Biodiversity conservation and sustainability is very important. If we don't do this, we face such situations like COVID-19 and many more in future. Just to aware you all, my dear, I would like to recite a poem. धरती माँ करे पुकार अब और न करो अत्याचार मत करो गोद मेरी सूनी लौटा दो मेरा प्यार आहत हो रहे मेरे सीने में दे दो फिर जान मेरे ही सीने से पलने वाले क्यों हो तुम सच से अनजान माँ हूँ तेरी मैं गैर नहीं क्यों हरियाली को मेरे आंचल से मुझसे छीन लिया गला घोट कर ममता का मुझसे नाता तोड़ दिया जय जय हो रही मेरी काया में फिर से भर दो जान देकर मुझको मेरा अस्तित्व लौटा दो मेरी पहचान My warm wishes to all. I, Priyanka Jasrotia of BSc Semester 6, GCW Gandhinagar. I would like to thank our HOD sir and other faculty members of Botany Department for organizing this webinar. I would like to throw some light on COVID-19 and its impact on biodiversity conservation. Now, biodiversity. The variability among living organisms from all sources including interareal, terrestrial, marine, and other aquatic ecosystems and the ecological complexes of which they are a part. This include diversity within species, between species, and of ecosystem. The importance of biodiversity was one of the key subjects of the 1992 World Summit in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. It resulted in the Convention on Biological Diversity. We have very rich biodiversity areas on the earth. Who has not heard about the Amazon forest, which are found in South America and 60% of they are found in Brazil. They provide about 20% oxygen on the earth. That's why people also call them as lungs of the planet. Although the story is now different, these forests are under a tremendous pressure and are depleting at a faster rate also. In the aquatic system, we also have very rich biodiversity, for example, coral reefs, seagrass, etc. Now, COVID-19 reported from Wuhan, China in December 2019. COVID-19 originated in bats, transmitted to humans via wet market trading live animals. Zoonotic diseases that have jumped from animals to humans include HIV, Ebola, Zika, SARS, MERS, and COVID-19. Thus, COVID-19 is just the latest new infection arising from our collision with the nature. COVID-19 has affected more than 210 countries till now. Now, link between biodiversity loss and emerging infectious diseases. While the virus areas certainly not engineered in a laboratory, this doesn't mean we haven't played a role in the current pandemic. Human impingement on natural habitats, biodiversity loss, and ecosystem degradation are making virus spillover events. By disturbing ecosystem, we have created the condition that allow animal viruses to cross over into human population. We are creating this situation, not the animals. As people move further into the territories of wild animals to clear forests, raise livestock, hunt, and extract resources, we are increasing exposed to the pathogens that never leave these places and the bodies they inhabit. We are getting closer and closer to wild animals, and that brings us in contact with these viruses, particularly COVID-19. There is a deep connection between disease outbreak and the present-day biodiversity crisis. So, this is high time we better manage our relationship with nature, our biodiversity in particular. Now, impacts on biodiversity. Now comes to the very important aspect of biodiversity, that is, we have seen lockdown period from March. Many people say lockdown as boon to the biodiversity. I have prepared a crossed analysis of lockdown period and biodiversity. So, COVID-19 has both positive and negative impacts on biodiversity. Pros: reduced pressure on wild species, animals venturing freely on roads and beaches, fall in pollution rate, fall in rate of deforestation and habitat loss, fall in exploitation of rare and threatened plant species, plants bloom in greater number amid reduced cutting. Cons of lockdown: impact on funding for conservation efforts. Dangerous wild animals venture in cities and villages. Major research projects on conservation are on hold or cancelled. fall in recruitment of staff for conservation, delay in wildlife crime investigations, spread of misinformation, increased poaching of wild animals, hunt and capture of exotic birds. Now, conclusion. It is too early to evaluate the overall impacts of the coronavirus pandemic on biodiversity and our ability to protect it, but some preliminary conclusions are possible. Biodiversity is benefited from reduced human activities. Society's priorities must be human health and the containment of the pandemic, but we also need to be thinking ahead to the resumption of conservation practice and education. Thanks.